Hello, everybody. It is the One of 32 podcast. Sitting here is your very disappointed host, Don's, sitting here with my other disappointed host,
Equally disappointed.
KP.
Sad.
Eagles lose 21-17 to the Denver Broncos at homes. What the hell?
18-0 in the fourth quarter. Let me
It's
repeat.
crazy.
18-0 in the fourth.
I can't believe they outscored us and we didn't score any points whatsoever in the fourth.
Heading into the fourth, up 17-3. It felt like the Broncos were having trouble moving the ball, never mind scoring points, with only 3 on the board through 3 quarters. Very confident heading into the fourth quarter, and then we fell apart.
Well, our defense was on the field the whole second half. Actually, for most of the game, our offense couldn't sustain any drives. And then you have opportunities to actually strike, and you never capitalize. And what do you expect is going to happen? You take a team lightly, and this is going to be the outcome more times often than not. What are you most disappointed in the second half?
Obviously, it's got to be the offense, Don. It's the execution. All season we've been talking about how inconsistent the offense has been, how at times anemic, below average. Now, we did lose Landon Dickerson today, huge part of the offensive line. I would say maybe second quarter, maybe third. So that's a huge impact to the offense. But still,
It is.
the number one thing I want to bring up, Dons, is the number 6. That's the number of rushing attempts for Saquon Barkley today. For a team who led through 3 quarters, for Saquon to only have 6 carries is, to me, a Kevin Patullo problem, an offensive problem. What's
We
going on
can't
with
find
that?
our balance at all. Are we going to run the ball? Are we going to throw the ball? What the hell are we? What are we? And I think it cost us more than ever today, not knowing what our true identity is on offense against this Denver Broncos defense, who has apparently a very legit defensive line. How many sacks did you say they had? They had 6 sacks?
6 sacks
Crazy.
as opposed to the Eagles' 2.
And that sack in the last drive of the game with Jalen Hurts takes on the first play, that's just inexcusable. You got to throw it away, Jalen. You got to throw it away.
I know it's early and we just watched the game, but first glance, grade for Jalen, C+, B-. He did not play well today, in my opinion. The numbers may be deceiving. 23 of 38, so was not efficient today. 280 yards,
Asking them to throw too
7.4
much.
yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Again, 6 sacks.
That's not how Jalen plays good ball, though. Jalen never plays well when he throws for 38 times. It's just 6 runs for Saquon Barkley. I know that we had some A.J. Dillon runs in there, and he ran the ball well, but what are we doing on offense? Why are we only running zone plays? Why are we doing these RPOs that are costing us dear yardage and penalties? That Tyler Steen going down the field, sure, you can't blame him, but why is your RPO taking so long to develop? Either make a decision and go. That used to be Jalen's strong suit. That's what everybody used to argue. Jalen's really bam, really quick and making decisions when it comes to the RPOs, and maybe he still is, but it doesn't look like it this season. It looks like we're, again, running every single offensive snap in the last 3 seconds of the play clock, just barely getting it off, not getting a true read of a defense. Our offense not necessarily knowing our responsibilities on pass pro. The pocket collapsing, Jalen getting chased down from behind. What are we doing, Kevin Patullo? Kevin Patullo, the dude that looks like the homeless man that sits outside of the Cumberland Farms and asks you for spare change on the sideline. Kevin Patullo has Saquon Barkley and refuses to run him up the middle on a single, just man-on-man blocking, and it's always this side sweep bullshit action. Get people going downhill. Your offensive line is struggling. You know what you do? You tell them, take that person in front of you and drive them 15,000 yards into the stadium locker room and send them to the parking lot and send them on their way. But no, instead you have these guys running lateral all the damn time, not being able to get their damn weight beneath them and not getting anything going and getting no confidence on the offensive line, especially when you have 2 people who aren't necessarily so good at guards and you have somebody that wasn't expecting to come into the game, play the majority majority of the game because Landon Dickerson yet again goes down. And that's another thing, Landon Dickerson. If you can't play, stay out and get healthy. Why are you doing this thing where you're just trying for your team? I know you want to be a soldier, but what the hell? Like, obviously, this is a big problem. There's no benefit in having Landon Dickerson for these first 5 weeks. And I know it's our first loss. I know it's the AFC team, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But what are we doing as an organization? Who are we? Who do we think we are? And what is the reality? I think there's 3 different images here that haven't been answered. I'm really pissed off right now because I really do think we let this game slip out of our fingers to a team that has no business being this competitive with us. It should have easily been a 3 to 4 score game by the fourth quarter, and it never was. And speaking of A.J. Brown's 8 targets, 5 receptions with 43 yards for the game, how about that 70-yard bomb that you were wide open for? All the time that you're asking for the ball, that you need it, feed me, and every time you go get fed this season, how many times have I seen A.J. Brown pull up and slow up on his route and not continue through the play and not play through the whistle? Terrible example from an offensive player who's supposed to be a captain of this Philadelphia Eagles team, carrying on that terrible attitude that is going to plague the rest of the locker room. And you could even tell at the end of this game, the defense was running with that same attitude, that same defeated, oh shit. Every single time you saw somebody line up on those last 2 drives, the Eagles defense, oh shit. What are we going to do? We need a bailout. We need it now. And I don't even blame the defense. The offense is so lackluster. The defense being out on the field and being tired this whole damn time. What are we doing?
You know what it felt like to me, Dons? An overreaction to the previous week. What was the theme of last week? Not just in Philly, but in the NFL. A.J. Brown, the tweet, complaining.
Yeah.
Then he has an apology, sort of. Not really an apology, but he explains himself. Questions about Kevin Patullo and the passing offense. So what do we do this game? Despite being up, I'm going to beat a dead horse again. Despite being up 3 quarters of this game, going into the fourth quarter with a lead, we still only give Saquon Barkley the ball 6 times. We're throwing the ball 38 times. That's not the script of a team who's up 17-3 and who's been leading most of the game. So it felt to me like, sort of like, I don't mean to cross sports here, but in the playoffs one year, Kobe Bryant was accused of taking too many shots, being a ball hog. So in one game, he just did the opposite. He definitely went into a turtle and went to his little shell, didn't shoot the ball, was passive-aggressive. The Lakers got blown out, and he made a point of like, oh, you guys think I'm going to shoot too much? Fine, I won't. To me, it felt like Kevin Patullo, oh, you guys want to throw the ball? You want to have A.J. Brown involved? Fine, let's do it. Now, Devontae Smith, if you look at his numbers, 8 catches, 114 yards, had a great game today. A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 43 yards. But we need to be running the ball more, Don. 6 carries is not enough for Saquon.
And why aren't we running the ball with designed runs with Jalen Hurts? Is he hurt? Is he injured? Is he not? Like, if he's injured, why are you playing? If you have that concussion, why are you playing? I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying, like, why are we calling games to protect people? Why aren't we calling the best game that we possibly can because it's what we want to run out there in the field? I just don't understand the logic of this football team. I know I'm pissed off, but it's like a microcosm of everything dropping down all at once, and everything that everybody's going to complaining about all season drops on our head this Sunday afternoon at this 1 o'clock game, end of the Denver game. I just can't believe Bo Nix just took this win from this team. They took this win. They bullied you from this win.
18. I'm going to repeat it again, Don. It's 18-0 in the fourth quarter. Let's go over Bo Nix numbers. 24 of 39, 242, averaging 6.2 yards per completion or attempt, 1 touchdown. So he didn't play great today. Dobbins, 20 carries, 79 yards. He did score. Bo Nix, 3 carries of his own for 22 yards, and the rookie Harvey, 4 for 12. So no statistics overwhelm me.
They didn't do anything special. They were just consistent. They consistently believed. They consistently did what their coaches asked them to do. And because of it, they went down the field and they executed exactly how they needed to in order to steal this game. Even at the end, we were gifted this time to freaking go down and have a game-winning drive. Like, What the hell's going on the TV right now? You just see a turkey leg going flying. Anyways, I'm just can't believe I'm so disappointed in A.J. Brown yet again. Another route poorly ran by your man. And I know you keep saying chill, but no, that cost us the game. That cost us the game. It was that one play cost us the entire game. Bullshit.
One game never cost you the entire game.
Nope.
No.
A.J. Brown, no. At that moment, at that time, A.J. Brown cost us that game. He catches that ball, this game is over. We're singing a completely different song.
Plenty of game left.
Nope. I don't care.
I'm more concerned.
I don't care.
I'm more concerned about Saquon Barkley, supposedly our best player, especially against a Broncos defense who was weak against the run. They're much better against the pass, and we knew that. Last year, what was our strength? Running the ball with Saquon Barkley and even Jalen Hurts. 6 carries, 30 yards. The Eagles led 17-3 the entire third quarter and going into the fourth quarter. So no excuses. We need to run the rock.
But what did we do to get there in the fourth quarter? All we did on offense was go 3 and out. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Our defense can't perform at a high level going 3 and out every single damn week.
You're not lying, Dons. They won the time of possession today, too.
It's crazy.
The defense saved our butt the majority of the time this season, and A.J. Brown talked about it. Special teams and defense has saved our butt this year. This game, it just wasn't enough. Eventually, they broke down. They were on the field for too much. The offense didn't do their part, specifically the passing game. And then, again, why are we not running the ball?
Too. We ran pretty well. When we did get carries, we were effective.
Early on, Saquon Barkley had a 17-yard carry. I think it might have been in the second quarter. And they said, wow, that's his longest run of the season.
And then let's never do it again.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
I think it's time to start questioning Kevin Patullo. If we weren't already, I am now.
Yeah, 100%. Kevin Patullo clearly doesn't really know what's going on and doesn't know what he's doing. He needs significant help, I think, in the offensive play calling. I think he needs to make some phone calls or something because your boy is not looking bueno.
Now, also,
damn, why is it coming out like that?
Jalen Hurts is not playing phenomenal football right now either.
No.
Decision-wise, taking sacks, 6 sacks today. I know they have a good pass rush. We talked about that last episode.
No, but 6 sacks is too much.
It is. It's mostly a quarterback stat. We've talked about that. You don't blame the offensive line.
No. What are you talking about? Of course you blame the offensive line.
Well, in some cases,
1,000% you blame the O-line.
To me, it's also some of that is on the quarterback. So getting rid of the ball.
It's not just to you. For sure, it's on the quarterback too. But the people up front are the ones blocking. It can't just be a quarterback stat. But even in that situation, look at Jaden Daniels. He just dumped it off and lost 4. I don't know.
Where do we go from here, Dons?
I think we have to give credit where credit is due for the Broncos. Never giving up, always fighting for their team. And you never really saw them lost their cool, calm demeanor the entire game. What did you think about Bo Nix's performance?
He hung in there. He was running around a little bit today. I felt like 4 or 5 times I said out loud during the game, man, if only he could make those throws on the run. We had guys open today. He missed them, about 3 or 4 throws, so his stats could have been way better. But to go into the fourth quarter, down 17-3, and to rally, to score 18 points in Philadelphia, that's a really impressive win.
I felt like we lost this game more than they won it. They just didn't mess up. There was no turnover that they caused or no turnover that we called. I felt like we were relying on our special teams for some reason. It just felt like we were depending on our special teams to make a play for us, and that's never a good position that you want to be in. It felt like I was looking at people line up on field goal block or punt block, and it almost looked like they were all looking to make a play instead of just playing the play. Yeah. And you can't operate as a successful organization for the year depending on your special teams to bring you points every single week. And I think that's somewhere where we struggled. 2, transition from here. I still want to talk about that non-call on Dallas Goedert. That was crazy. 1,000% a flag. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why?
He got his shoulder grabbed and pulled back. It looked like it was a catchable pass. It could have been called. It probably should have been called.
Should have been called. Easily called.
It would have gave us at least one play to potentially get into the end zone from probably the 5, 8, 10-yard line. So we would have had a great opportunity.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think it might have been a flag down. So you're not lying.
I just felt like every time the refs had a chance to screw us this game, they kind of did. I know that the Broncos had much more penalty yardage on them, and I do feel like a lot of that came from that Smitty ball. Was it the Smitty one? Or no, Goddard. It was that Dallas Goddard call. They just didn't want to call the call back-to-back or twice in one drive, I feel like. I think that's what that was. Because, dude, how can you not call holding when your boy was grabbing his shoulder pads? He was clearly trying to go back shoulder, and you see the tug completely on the screen, man. How do you not call a flag on that?
Usually, down the stretch, the referees tend to swallow their whistle, so I can understand why they didn't. It wasn't blatant.
I disagree. I think it was very
bang,
blatant
bang play. Yeah, I was just looking at some of the statistics for the game downs. Just third down stands out to me. So the Broncos may have only been 5 of 16, but the Eagles were 2 of 11 on third down,
which is awful.
That's awful.
Again, our offense lost us this game. I do not blame the defense for this loss at all. They gave it all they had, and you just can't keep operating like that. You can't do it. It's criminal, honestly.
Broncos, 12 penalties, 121 yards. Eagles, 9 for 55. The other big thing that stands out to me is just first downs. 23 first downs for the Broncos, only 16 for the Eagles. So their offense was much more productive, especially down the stretch.
Well, our offense was very productive in the first half, I thought. We were driving down the field. We were very methodical. We were doing it in different ways. We were handing it off, dumping it off to Dallas, getting Smitty on the side, getting A.J. Brown his slants. It's just, for some reason, we can't put together 4 good quarters of football. And that's going to cost us. If we can't stabilize and become a better team throughout 4 quarters, there's no way we're going to be a Super Bowl bound team. We need to fix this, and we need to fix this with urgency. Otherwise, mark my words, we will be a team that will lose in the first round of the playoffs. We just can't compete this way and have a healthy relationship within every special teams, defense, every unit on the field. Everybody's going to start feeling a certain way about people not picking up their own weight, and you should as a Super Bowl caliber team.
Good news, Dons.
What?
Short week coming up. Got a game on Thursday.
Yeah, thank God. Get this freaking nasty flavor.
Yes.
The whole work week is going to be ass until Thursday, and then we'll see from there. It might be a double worse week. Who are we playing next week?
The G-Men.
Oh, we're playing the Giants. If we don't beat the Giants, for goodness sakes, this is the last time you'll ever see me on the pod or in general.
The reason I brought it up is we had Lane Johnson leave a game 2 weeks ago. He is back. Then we had Landon Dickerson leave the game. We have a game on Thursday now. So I'm not assuming that he won't play. I'm just putting the idea out there that on a short week, a guy who left the game, if he does play, he's not 100%. He hasn't been all season, or he may not play at all against a defensive line. Or what's the strength of the Giants defense? It's not the secondary. It's not the linebackers. It's that front 4, supposedly. So
I thought their strength was letting other teams score.
My point being is that defensive line could be scary. And on a short week, the Eagles need to be ready to play next week. So I know when you lose, it's not a good feeling, but at least we have a short turnaround on Thursday night against the Giants in division.
Yeah. Another thing, too, is once you see Zach Bond with that late hit and costing us that penalty, I just knew this game is over. If you have your best player on defense doing that, like, just throw in the towel. This game was a wrap. I'm pissed.
Eagles sacked 6 times for a total of 23 yards lost. So just, even when it felt like we were moving the ball down the field, it would make a big play. Sack. Just move us back. Yeah, it's frustrating for sure, Dons.
I honestly don't even know where I want to go from here, There's nothing to talk about. I mean, Smitty had a great game, which was nice to see, which was also confusing because your boys lighten it up, feed him the ball. I know we got him to him 8 times throughout the game, but I felt like we should have been force-feeding Smitty this whole time because he was the only one that was actively winning every single snap against the people in front of him. I don't understand Kevin Petula. Like, this isn't rocket science. I don't know why these people get these positions in the NFL and have such a just mystifying way of just calling games. It just blows my mind. What are we doing?
You gave a positive on offense, Don. That's Devontae Smith. I've got one on defense. Jahad Campbell.
Yes.
Second on the team.
Yes.
11 tackles today. 6 solo.
Everywhere.
A tackle for loss. The guy is all over the field, Dons.
He is.
Wherever the ball is, wherever the play is and needs to be made, he's around the ball. He doesn't make the play every time, but he is around the ball or
he's
where he
always
needs to be.
involved, and he's always hawking, tracking people down. I am afraid to see what this man looks like with experience. Once he becomes 1, 2, maybe even 3 more years in the NFL, this guy's going to be able to read everything that's happening and just be bang there right away. You just see time and time again him crossing the field and getting to his fit and just either crushing somebody at 6 yards or crushing somebody right at the line of scrimmage. And the thing that I like the most from Campbell is that when he makes the tackle, he stops all momentum, all forward progress, and that player's almost always going backwards at the end of that play. And that's something that I love from a player like Jahad Campbell.
The Eagles are starting to trust him more, too. I watched a small film breakdown, a couple minutes long, in regards to what they were previously allowing him to do, kind of keeping Zach Bond back, letting him, I guess, sort of roam or blitz more. Now it's the opposite, where they're having Bond roam and blitz more, and they're trusting Campbell in the middle of the field more to make decisions. So they're giving him more on his plate.
Work? 'Cause
He's
I don't
making
know.
plays. Him and Bond together by the midseason or end of the season, Dons.
Yeah.
It could be the best linebacking duo in the league.
Well, secondary didn't really have a good game. They didn't have a terrible one, but Quinion getting called on a hold again. I feel like we expect to see that once or twice a game at this point. We have Reed Blankenship, I feel like, was a no-show this game. Didn't really do anything, which is a good thing. If you don't hear your name, then you technically didn't mess up, but did you make any plays? Huh?
Where was Jalen Carter? Where was Jordan Davis?
Jalen Carter was
4 tackles today.
I think non-factor today.
Jordan Davis, can't even find him. Oh, 2 tackles for Jordan Davis.
And not too many pressures either from them. And again, with, what's his name, Zadarius Smith?
That's a good offensive line, let's not forget.
It is, but we still should have done a little bit better than what we did. I felt like Bo Nix was a little too relaxed on a lot of honest quick calls, though. That's the thing that's frustrating. Offensively, they were like, okay, we can't meddle with the ball in our hands all day. Let's get this ball out quickly. And Sean Payton can do that. And obviously, we know Sean Payton is one of the best coaches and best offensive minds in the game and has been for a very long time. But Kevin, what the hell? Like, just look across the way and see what the hell they're doing. Why can't we figure out a way to have these 5-6 yard plays so we're on 3rd and 4th? And dude, we didn't even run a tush push. Did we run one tush push?
Nope.
No tush was pushed during this NFL game. 4 quarters, no tushies. What's going on with the tushies?
Yeah, the Broncos did one. We did not do any. I was just looking at some of the tackling stats or some of the plays. Hufanga, a player that the Broncos acquired in the offseason from the 49ers, led the team in tackles with 7 total. Also had a pass deflection and a hit on the quarterback. Surtain, we know how good he is. Second on the team in tackles with 6, 5 solo. It felt like he was all over the field, whether it was AJ would catch the ball and immediately Surtain was there, or a couple times Surtain has a beautiful hand in front of the ball, pass deflection on 2 or 3. He played great today. This is a good defense. Let's not forget, Dons.
We sucked.
We joked about it last episode, at least I did, but this was a sexy team, a sexy pick for a lot of people in regards to playoffs, Super Bowl. They have a great defense. They had a good season last year. Year 2 under Sean Payton. And this was, if not the most impressive win of the season, which we
Yeah.
saw maybe from Mac Jones against the Rams earlier this week.
Agreed.
This might be number 2 in regards to most impressive wins this season.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a completely different class as the Broncos, and they came in and believed in themselves. They fucked around and believed, and we found out that we aren't as good as we thought we were. Honestly, it felt like the whole game they were taking this Broncos team lightly. The whole second half, it felt like the Eagles expected to win the game instead of executing to win the game.
Dons, through 3 quarters, the Broncos had only 3 points. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
just let that sink
Crazy. We're ass. Anyways, what else do you want to talk about?
in. Well, just for a minute, I guess, we talked about this being a, air quote, lighter part of our schedule coming up after playing 4
Goes to
really
show
tough
you, bro.
teams. And it goes to show you can't overlook anybody. Now, the Eagles were not overlooking this team by any means because they're playing the Giants next, although it is a
Felt
division
like it.
team. The Eagles are not overlooking this team. I just felt like they, again, didn't put their foot on the gas. It was sort of a, other than what I mentioned earlier, of it felt like the offense flipped a switch despite being up. The first 3 quarters, we're only running the ball 6 times. We should have been feeding the rock to Saquon Barkley. Even if it's not working, feed him, run the clock down, shrink the game. Instead, we throw the ball, keep time on the clock, give it back to the Broncos, and give them another chance after another chance after another chance, and eventually the defense wore down.
Bro, I hate life. We're going to see if I hit a
no.
parlay.
Of course we
Which-
didn't hit a parlay.
I feel like the Eagles ruined the parlays. Motherfucker.
I don't think we won, but it's worth looking at.
Eagles lost that one. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, lost that one. Raiders +7, lost that one. Baltimore and Miami money line, lost those. Ah!
It was a rough day overall
It
for us,
was a
Dons.
rough day
I can't lie.
overall. I can't believe it, dude. We are trash. We are garbage. The
Leading the
Eagles ruined
game.
my life. Everything sucks.
Up 17-3 in
It's
the
the
fourth
worst day of
quarter.
my life.
Really.
Honestly,
This one's going to burn for a couple days.
it's not the only thing that's burning.
Damn. I'm not supposed to talk about that on air, Downs. I told you I wouldn't talk about it, and then you bring it up.
Why? Bro, I'm so dumbfounded as to what we just watch on that TV. I mean, talk about a team that just isn't getting along. That's just what the offense felt like. A team that doesn't get along.
It's not like we were forcing the ball to one particular person. Looking at the targets now, Devontae with 10, AJ with 8. Dallas Goedert with 9, despite only having 3 catches for 19 yards. He had 9 targets. Jalen Hurts was not efficient today. The offense was not efficient today. And again, I'm going to beat this horse until the episode is over. For a team who led for 75% of the game, we only gave Saquon 6 carries for 30 yards. Why are we not running the ball? Something is wrong with Kevin Patullo and this offense.
And why are we not giving the ball to A.J. Dillon when he's clearly our best runner right now? He's getting the ball rolling, getting these great runs with attitude when putting his influence in this game. And then we don't see him for the rest of the game. We see him 2 more times. We see Saquon get that 17-yard run, and then he gets no more runs. Or we put him in this bullshit position where we're going to run an outside zone against a stacked box. So we have 5 people, 6 people going against 8 or 9 every single time. How the hell does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. Let me answer the question for you. This is a foolish offensive game plan. This is a foolish offensive squabble every single week in the locker room, and we're getting foolish results from a Nick Sirianni-led team because we wanted to go and get his boy Kevin Patullo, an offensive coordinator that doesn't know what the hell is going on. And maybe I might be overreacting. It is just one game. You guys tell me, am I overreacting on this? I think not. I feel like the book has now chapter 1 on Kevin Patullo's first few games in the NFL as an offensive play caller, and for me right now, I can't even give him a C. I give him a C minus at best right now for his performance as an offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. C minus, bro. Like my grades, below average. You are not good. You will be seen in summer school, and I wouldn't be surprised if we start looking for answers in a different direction.
Well, we got him for this year, Don, so we got to deal with him now. So
no, he's fired.
Last year, at this time, or last week, the Eagles were 2-2. They lost on the Buccaneers in Week 4. We had the infamous or famous meeting with the offensive line. Do the Eagles need another meeting, Dons? Are we at panic button level yet, or is this
no
just
meeting to be
got some
had?
Things to clean up?
We're not doing anything well. There's no meeting to be had. There's not one unit on this team that can go into the coach's room and be like, "We're gonna do X, Y, and Z," because nobody has the merit to do so. Nobody's playing well. I told you time and time again that our offensive line is lackluster, and we are struggling in running the ball because the offensive line is lackluster. And what is happening? We can't run. We can't throw. What's happening? We can't catch. What's happening? Our offensive patterns and combinations are boring. People, that Jahan Dotson play where he got down the field at the last drive where he ended up picking up the first down was the first time in this damn Kevin Petula era that I see an offensive weapon open by design, not just by coincidence. I guess Dallas Goedert for that touchdown was also the first time. So this is the second first time that I see an offensive player that's open by play design. This is not a good offense, and it starts from the top. It's a rotted crop, and we need to do something. We need to fly the planes and put the pesticides on Kevin Petula, the man who can't, and make him into the man who can. And it's not like the whole season's lost. It's not like this is the biggest disaster in the world, no matter what I'm saying. I'm usually not super overreactive to a loss, but this loss just pisses me off because it shouldn't have happened. It did happen, and the Eagles are the only ones to blame. You let down your fans, and you, worst, more than all, let down yourselves.
We talked about the Eagles being outscored 18-7 in the second half. Mm-hmm. After the Eagles started with a 4-play, 74-yard touchdown drive to start the third quarter, let me read you their next possessions in the second half. 5 plays, 23 yards, punt. 3 plays, 16 yards, punt. Fourth quarter, 3 plays, 6 yards, punt. 3 plays, 2 yards, end of game. So the Eagles, after scoring early in the third quarter, did absolutely nothing on offense in this second half. Another half of football. I told you last episode, of all the halves of football played, offensively, the Eagles had 2 of the worst heading into last week, or this week, excuse me. And now another half we have of pretty much 1 drive of offense, 4 plays, 74 yards, and a touchdown. But after that, punt, 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 end of game. That's a disgrace.
Well, there's always next week. Quick Thursday turnaround. I do expect us to take out our anger on the Giants like a stepchild. But I leave you with this because I'm kind of cooked for the pod. I don't know about you. If there was one thing you can change about this Philadelphia Eagles team, and one thing only, what would it be?
Not forgetting where our strengths lie, and that's the offensive line, or at least it should be, in running the ball. I think we need to get back to running the ball and starting there. That would include or start with running and then play action, which opens things up. But right now, our offense looks stale, Dons. What about you? What do you want to change?
I want to change our mentality in the building. I want to change the thought that we can beat anybody at any given time, at any given moment, with any given plan. We need to find an identity as to who we are as a team. And if we don't find that, we're going to find ourselves feeling this way a lot this year, where the Eagles will get a win and it won't feel good. The Eagles will get into a close game and we can't pull it off because we don't know who we are. And if we don't know who we are, how can we go and take the reins over a team that is confident in what they do and do it well and play with honest to God confidence? Right now, we don't play with confidence because we don't know who the hell the Philadelphia Eagles are. Period. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, thank you for
We
tuning
lost.
in to the 132 podcast. Dang!
Yeah.
Bye.
Go Birds.